I'm Teresa, and I'm in the bowling business. All of the bowling centers in New York State have been closed since March due to COVID-19. But I'm here to share that we are ready to reopen and we're safe, sanitized, and ready to roll.
Since we've been closed, my colleagues and I across the state have spent our time cleaning, sanitizing, and retrofitting our centers to help ensure a safe and fun experience for when we reopen. When you visit, you'll see an increase of display signs reminding everyone to be wise, sanitize, and maintain social distance. We've added printed signs, floor decals, and have safety messages on screens throughout our centers. Don't just take my word for it. Here are a few of my fellow bowling proprietors from across New York State.
We're keeping our customers and our staff safe with mandatory face masks and temperature checks before every shift.
Put plexiglass guards at the front desk to lessen the contact between you and our employees.
Open bowlers. Don't worry, house balls and rental shoes will be sanitized before and after each use.
We've set up hand sanitization stations throughout our bowling center.
We're blessed with a lot of space here, so we could do this right.
There's plenty of room to be socially distant.
A pair of lanes is 11.5 feet wide. With every other lane closed, owners say social distancing is achieved.
We rearranged our furniture so that every table is at least 6 feet apart so that everyone can enjoy themselves and still be social distanced.
Our bowling centers throughout New York State are safe, clean, and ready to roll again.
Thank you for your patience and understanding. We can't wait to welcome you back to the lanes.
Hi. Happy Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Welcome to Live from Rabs from inside Rabs Country Lanes. It's Thursday, August 6th. I'm sorry, March 150 something. Episode 116.
116. And today is Nazareth's birthday.
That's right. Happy birthday.
Happy
not
birthday.
You, Nazareth.
Not me, Nazareth.
Your spawn, Nazareth.
My spawn. Yes.
Happy birthday. That's right, Nazareth. So,
yeah.
Nazareth, Nazi,
No,
Junior.
Naz.
Was Junior really did she go by Naz? I know people assume
Naz.
that she Naz Junior.
She went mostly by Naz.
By Naz,
Yeah.
right? Or June, or
unless I was really annoyed, like every other parent, and then call the full name.
Ooh, yelling at her.
Yeah.
Naz,
Yeah.
Yelling at her.
Yeah. Something about that firstborn.
I think that's with all of them. I think that's with all of us. I don't think it matters. Firstborn, secondborn. It's Thursday, and for the first time since Live from Rab started, our friend Pam Silvestri is not with us today. She's on vacation.
I am wearing a scarf for Pam.
In Pam's honor.
Here in her very fashionable scarf. But, so yes, I decided to sport a scarf today.
And today, while we're not, we were going to go out and eat, and we were a little concerned with the weather today, and it's a little sticky.
Yeah.
So we brought lunch in today.
Yes.
So weeks ago, we had our friend Leo from Leo's Deli on the show. We ordered it in today. It just arrived.
Yeah.
So we've got some nice sandwiches and salads.
It looks delicious.
Yes. What do you have there?
I have the turkey, goat cheese, and olive tapenade.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And I also got a salad with grilled pear. I believe it has the goat cheese also. Some balsamic and some sliced almonds. It looks delicious. What do you got, Frank?
You were hungry today.
Well,
you ordered 4
sandwich.
sandwiches,
Well,
two salads.
I ordered 3 sandwiches and 2 salads because I have to feed, the crew.
The crew. You're right. I'm actually we're gonna zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in. So this is the Eddy Sandwich.
Oh, that was
This is the Eddy Sandwich. Wait, focus.
What is the Eddy?
Focus.
So what is that?
Can we focus?
That's it.
Damn light.
I know it's bright.
It's got turkey. Oh, wait. Maybe focus. No. It's got turkey, avocado, lettuce, goat cheese,
That was
and
yes.
olives.
Yes.
But I added the avocado to the set.
I was going to say.
I think I added avocado and lettuce.
I think so. We got the same thing, except you added avocado.
I want it to feel a little, and it's on the infamous focaccia bread.
Yes, which is amazing.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to enjoying this while you're watching us, because that's always fun.
Yeah. Eating in front of people.
Well, you never know what we're gonna eat.
No,
You just
this
never know.
looks delicious.
But first, I do want to say congratulations, good luck. I believe our young athletes finished bowling this morning.
It looks like they have wrapped up.
3 of our youth bowlers were bowling out in Team Masters in Virginia. 3 of them had made the advance rounds. Anthony Mastriani, Joe Guarneri, and Jason Wichtovitz. So good luck if you're still bowling. But they made the next round this morning.
I thought Jason just
be safe. Safe travels.
His bowling had come to an end.
Jason sent me an off. I cannot share it here, but if Jason wanted to share it, I'm sure he could. Jason shared me this awful photo of him, his thumb. So before he left, he had been practicing and he had tore up his thumb. And he went and bowled. They bowled a lot of games the last couple of days. And you could see just the blood coming through the crazy glue. Just gross. But he persevered and went out there. And, I think, and I don't want to speak for them, and we'll certainly speak with them after.
Yeah.
I know I did hear from Anthony this morning, just happy to be bowling. They were just happy to be bowling. And not only just bowling, but competing.
Right.
And I think they had the opportunity to go do it. They took advantage of it. And so
I'm
happy
sure being with their peers, because even you and I, when we've had the opportunity to socialize for a short amount of time with our friends, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So, in addition to the bowling, I'm sure being around, their peers was awesome for them.
I'm sure. And we'll if Kathy is still watching, when I don't know if you're driving or where you're going, or if you're still in the bowling center, hopefully we're still going to be bowling. We'll have all 3 of them come in with us.
Yeah.
Talk about their experience. Not only they're traveling.
Just the whole, they did great. It was nice to watch these kids bowl again. Thanks, Kathy, for updating us.
So
I hope everyone was safe.
We'll catch up with all 3 of them.
I wonder what
but maybe we'll have
now.
them. They were bowling they had guidelines. They had to wear their masks when they weren't bowling. I saw videos where some kids wore them on the lanes. So we'll find out more.
But now, because of all the road, I don't want to call them roadblocks.
Road closures?
That they have to, when they come back in, if they say they've been traveling from a state south, that they're supposed to quarantine.
That's all self-inflicted. But now the whole, I think they're just questioning people. I don't think they're, or contact tracing city by, right? Because the contact tracing thing is city by city or state by state. They can't tell you can't go home.
No, they're not. No, but they're telling you can go home, but you quarantine for 14 days.
And most people are doing that on their own, if they are or not, or
stay safe.
And that's all we want.
That's right.
So this smells good. I need to bite into the sandwich, because it smells delicious. Did you bite in already?
I didn't, but I'm waiting to.
Oh, you're waiting for the opportunity so that if I'm talking,
waiting for a break in the action.
So,
I know there's still people on Staten Island without power, and I feel terrible for them. I know in our little work family, we had some people that were without power that now seems to have been restored. But right before I came on, I saw one of my neighbors posted that their power went out. So I'm just going to quickly jump onto my Ring.
See if you got power?
And see if my camera is on.
So we got power late last night. I won't say late.
Looks like my power is still on.
About 6:30, 7 o'clock on our block. Now, I was talking yesterday how we're separated a little bit, my house and the rest of them. We all got power about the same time. We went to my sister-in-law, my brother's yesterday for dinner, so it was nice to be able to, we were charging up, had dinner in air condition, and we got the notification that we had power, but I coming here, top of New York Lane and Richmond Road,
still
that traffic light is still out. There's a couple of them out.
Yeah.
People are all over the place.
Yeah.
And I noticed speaking with someone last night who lives right in New York, It's very spotty. So
Yeah,
Rose,
me
Ross,
too, yes.
all those streets. Some of them have
Well,
power.
some
Who
have
doesn't?
and some don't, right? Yep,
So
right.
yeah, check your. Don't open your freezers. Don't open your refrigerators.
Yeah,
if you can.
keep it closed. Keep it closed. Yeah.
And I know I saw some posts and arguments about what Con Edison would reimburse you for, or what they wouldn't.
There was some lively discussion.
Yeah, there used to be this $500 thing with no questions asked, and now most people are just saying, call your insurance company. You might be better
Right,
off.
right, better, right. Because supposedly,
when it comes to a storm,
right,
the Con Ed could get out, and I don't know. I haven't read into it, but if any of you have, please share your thoughts and comments there. About spoilage. Luckily, I have to say, I went home last night and opened up the freezers, check everything. We were lucky. Everything was okay because we didn't open them. We just kept them closed.
Right. It's funny because last week I had problems with my refrigerator. All of my appliances, one by one, are going down. So I've been very lucky to be able to make a repair to each of them. But last week I was having a problem with my freezer, my refrigerator not getting cold. I was able.
Annoying.
It is. The freezer is cold.
So annoying.
The refrigerator is warm. So yeah, I was able to troubleshoot that. And whatever I did, I fixed it. I don't know.
Did you look at the YouTube?
Oh, I looked at the YouTube. And then that was fixed. And then a day later, I had water coming out from underneath it. So back to the YouTube, and that is magically fixed. And but it's for that amount of time that the fridge wasn't getting cold. If you keep the doors shut, it will keep the majority of the stuff cool enough. There's something going on over there.
Oh, Tina's got a pickup. Anything exciting you got there? Mushrooms.
I like the canned mushrooms. I like it.
Tina's walking in with a big heavy can. Yeah. So I will say I have a slight rant.
Oh.
On the power outages.
Let's go.
Hey, it is what it is. There's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
My rant with my family, I looked at them like they were crazy. Like, you can't do it. There's nothing we can do. You make the best of it. You sit there in candlelight. We had charged devices, so we were able to use our phones and the iPad, no problem. Well, some people don't understand where Wi-Fi comes from. How come I don't have Wi-Fi? Well, we have no power. There's no Wi-Fi. But I don't understand. How do you have Wi-Fi on your phone? Turn it off. Why am I turning the Wi-Fi off?
Right.
There is no Wi-Fi signal.
Because
use your cellular reception.
Right.
Oh, so more so. Forget about that. People on the roads. So there were people that had no regard for the road during COVID pandemic.
Correct.
Still a problem. Now, when the light is out or blinking any color, what do you do?
Simple. You stop. Proceed with caution.
It's now a stop sign.
Yes.
And you proceed with caution. You don't keep going. Just because it's blinking yellow, it's not a normal blinking yellow. It's never a normal. It's not a never.
We don't have that
normal
here.
blink. We
don't have that
some.
here. No.
Oh, where at nighttime it changes. No, right.
Yeah.
We have blinking yellows, but they're single blinking yellows.
Correct. It's not the same.
Noodle Lane and the railroad, that is not a blinking yellow. That is a traffic light.
Right.
It's blinking yellow because there's a problem. Right. You don't keep going.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because, I feel like I'm behind people that I just keep going, and then I stop.
Right.
And then somebody next to you or comes around you to go. Meanwhile, I'm trying to let this whistle go.
Yeah. Yeah. It to me, again, it's basic common sense. If you see, if a car goes before you, then you let somebody from the other direction go, and then you go.
It's not hard.
It's
really not hard.
It's not. But
I really felt bad for someone by Moravian on Richard Road coming this way.
Yeah, some of those roads are a little treacherous.
This lady, she was a little too far back from the stop sign, but I saw that she had inched up. She wanted to cross. She wanted to make the right-hand turn. So I stopped. People wouldn't let me stop.
Yeah.
They're honking at me. Hello.
Yeah. I don't really care.
Don't you see there's somebody waiting there?
I pay no attention to that. Some people are conscious because everybody is kind of wrapped up in their own little what they have going on.
Oh yeah, and I'm okay with that to an extent. But get off your damn phone and pay attention to what we're doing here.
It was interesting conversation.
I'm sorry, I had to take a picture of myself.
Reading through some of the really intelligent conversations about the power being out. Of course, some comments, but just the explanation that Con Ed is doing their best, and they only have so many people that are at work. Now, my daughter works for Con Ed, and I haven't really reached out to her because I don't want to break her chops, but she's going crazy right now. But they are shorthanded also because they had a large part of their staff that was working from home who now have no power, and some of them having difficulty working from home.
Yeah.
So now that puts the whole customer service thing at risk. And honestly, it kind of falls back on the city a little bit because the trees need to be cut. I mean, most of this damage came from
We have two very large trees that are dead.
trees that are either dead or should be cut down. Now, listen.
And we've called these in multiple times.
Maybe it was on the list to get done, and then COVID came, and nothing got done during all this time, pretty much. But it was something crazy.
I'm sorry, it's delicious.
Is it? I want to think about it.
So, like I said, it's turkey, goat cheese, black olives, and we added lettuce and avocado.
How did we ordered the same thing? How funny is that?
That is funny. But I would like arugula on this. I don't think they had it, which is okay.
I didn't see that.
Which would have been perfect on this. But it is on this focaccia bread that I didn't believe Pam when she talked about how, I like focaccia bread.
Fig jam.
Fig jam on this.
Honestly,
fig jam on the pizza I have.
Fig jam is good on anything, so it's pretty good.
Ordered pizza from Rustic Pizza.
Oh, I have a gift certificate from
You
there.
do that you won from Bingo.
Yes, I do.
And it was arugula fig jam. It was. I posted a picture of it for anybody that cares or wants to go take a look. But really good. I like the fresh figs on the pizza too. Pizza Giove does that.
Yeah.
So if it had that, it would have been even better when you roast them. But it just that jam, because it's sweet, savory, and is it jam or is it jelly?
Right. Well,
it's jam.
Do you know it? Anyway, so Pizzeria Giove and Rustic are on the same block, right? Where is are they?
So Rustic is on Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln. Okay.
By 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Yeah. So if you're coming up the railroad, across the street from the corner house. And then Giove's on the
Oh, they went in that little space, that little building?
Where Kim's was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That replaced the
Oh. Now the puzzle all comes together. Now I understand.
So right next to Just the Kicks.
Yes. Now I know.
And 7-Eleven. Very good pizza. The pasta I heard is excellent, but I haven't had it yet.
Right.
So we'll have to try the pasta, that homemade pastas. You walk in there, it smells delicious.
It's a little place, so I'm assuming they do mostly takeout.
Yeah, they don't have it. They have. There are.
Oh, now they're not doing anything inside.
Right, but when they get to open, there's a couple tables.
A few tables, right?
If you wanted to dine in, there's one table I think on Lincoln Avenue for somebody that just wanted to hang out and eat outside. Look, this is delicious. I love this focaccia. I forgot where she said where they said this was from.
Oh,
where does he get the focaccia from?
Someplace very nearby.
From one of the bakeries. Is it from Bruno's?
It might be from Bruno. It might be from Bruno.
I forgot. Leo, if you're still watching, where do you get this focaccia bread from?
Yeah, I think they said Bruno's.
I'm a fan.
Because I think that even when we went to see, when we ate at Bruno's,
I forgot.
they said it too.
It's definitely different. Because I'm not a big, when it comes to sandwiches, one, I hate.
Right.
I love a good deli sandwich.
Right.
But it should not, there's no reason for it to be this big.
Correct. You can't eat it then.
If I want to save money and I want one sandwich and make two out of it,
some people like
then great. A lot of people like because they feel like they're getting more for their buck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want a stingy sandwich, but at the same time, there's no reason for it to be. This is perfect. This is like
Yeah,
There's just enough turkey.
I agree.
And I don't like a lot of bread.
Yeah, no, I
Like when the bread is too thick or too tough.
Are you one of those people that hollows out the bagel? If you make a sandwich on a bagel?
I don't really. No, I don't usually do a sandwich on a bagel. Dennis Pam is on vacation this week, so I did give. So we gave Pam the opportunity and said, Pam, are you going to join us? Even though you're on vacation and you're kind of doing a staycation, are you? But she was looking to do some other things. Are you going to be around on Thursday? She felt so bad in saying.
I know. She's so sweet.
I said she felt so bad in saying, "Is it okay if I wasn't with you on Thursday?" I was like, "Yeah, of course. No, I assume that you were on vacation. You weren't coming today."
Right.
So Pam will be back with us next week. She did do her show yesterday at 9 a.m. And I think she'll do the same thing next Wednesday. So Wednesday mornings on her Facebook page, you can check her out and get her updates. And then Thursdays here, except for today. Today you get to indulge Nazareth and I.
Yeah, eating.
A busy
so Frank, what's
week and a half here on Live from Rabs.
What's going on with the updates? What's going on with the state? What's going on with Cuomo? Nothing.
Insert cricket sounds. Nothing. We're still sitting duck. Nothing's changed since yesterday. Nothing's changed since last week or March. But we are still sitting duck. We are asking people to reach out to the governor's office, continue fighting the fight, and we know we can open and be safe and all those things. You saw the video that if you watched the top of the show, we've been sharing the public service announcement that we put together that we've been sharing throughout the state,
which is great.
And
really
it's just about messaging and letting people know that, hey, we'll be here. We're ready to open, but we'll be here when we're able to and when you're ready. That's the other part of this too. And I think some people may not be ready to go out, no matter where you're going. Some people don't even want to go to the doctor's office. So I understand that. So
hey,
so what do I know?
About the doctor's office for a moment. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, and I did read something where somebody waited in their car for a length of time, and then they got called to come in, and then they waited in the waiting room a long time again. But every doctor's appointment that we've been to has been incredibly timely.
I've heard that. I've heard that from a lot of friends that have gone.
Wait in the car. We haven't waited in the car more than maybe 10 minutes. And then when we go inside, either we get seen right away, or honestly, I don't think we've waited more than, it can't be more than 5 to 10 minutes inside.
No, I've heard the same thing from folks.
Now,
there's better experiences than typical. Normally,
right, and
you're
plus
waiting
you're not
forever.
waiting in a waiting room with around sick people, obviously. But it just goes to show that it can be done. Scheduling can be done. So my question is, and my dentist was one of them.
I find this funny.
What is it?
What you're saying.
Why is it funny?
This has taught them how to schedule different clients. I think that's what you're saying. Is that not what you're saying?
My question is, now, if anybody looks at their insurance bills of how doctors get paid, I mean, you can piss and moan about doctors all you want, but they really get shafted by the insurance company. And everything gets so blown out of proportion of what percentage that they get paid.
Right, which causes them to overbill.
Really overbill, which I don't know why we can't come up with a system where this is, and I understand, in this area, this is what you should be paying for this service. If you bill us this is what we'll pay you. It has to be so ridiculous. I have to be missing something.
No, you're not missing anything.
I just feel bad for doctors now because, as I started to say, is that they kind of pile up appointments, I believe, because they need to see a certain number of people a day to be able to make money. So now where do they stand in this? Some of them have tremendous student loan debt, and some of them are still paying it off, and they're not young people. So
families that they're trying to make a living. Don't get me wrong. There are doctors that have worked a long time
very
and have done
well,
very well. But it comes to a point where they're all, and I've had this conversation with many doctor friends, whether they have to, there just needs some regulation. They even want it. They don't want, nobody wants regulation, but there has to be something to fix that. I mean, we can rant about this for days. But as far as the scheduling goes.
I felt like a shout out to my dentist, Stephen Acker, and to the doctors that we've been to, and even some of the, we've actually been to 3 different urgent cares, and they were all, I'm telling you, amazing experiences. So it can happen. We know it's possible. So just stop staring at me. You're making me feel like
it can happen. It can happen. And it is happening.
Salad is delicious.
I had a dentist appointment last week and not really paying. The week before, whenever it was, we went away, and I totally disregarded the fact that I had it on the schedule, and we made the vacation. So I called the office and I was like, "Well, just no problem, but I can't get you an appointment until." I was like, "Oh, wow."
Well, that's the other problem.
Well, they're all backed up, and even another appointment that I had made, it was like, "Oh, you have anything sooner?" She says, "No," and then it makes you want to call back and go, "I really have this problem that needs to be seen now. I can't. I wouldn't do that." But yeah, I have to say, I have heard that from many folks. So maybe we're learning how to properly. Even I have to say, I got a haircut today. And I feel the same thing when you go get a haircut, because depending on how you schedule and you try to see so many clients in a day, you like for a man's haircut in between a woman getting X services and dying and whatever it might be, she can fit me in between.
Right.
So if she's running late or I'm running late, then not many people are waiting. I've noticed that less people are actually waiting. I try to go in the afternoon anyway, or the morning, but I was supposed to go Tuesday, and
something happened?
We lost power.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
And so they didn't lose power, but they were all worried for people traveling. And but they were concerned that the lights had flickered.
Right. Well, because they're right in that area.
So they opted.
Near Old Town, not that far from Old Town Road, where, so last night I had to call the poison hotline.
For what?
None of the adults none of the people in my household, but my dog.
What did
he happened to drink about a cup of my rose fertilizer, fish fertilizer. First of all, I don't even know how we can get close to it because it is so disgusting, the smell.
Okay, slow down. Fertilizer for your roses?
I love roses, yes.
Okay, and it's fish?
It's fish fertilizer, yeah. It's like composted fish. So this is how crazy this dog is. I fertilized one of the plants on Sunday, and he went over and he started licking the top of the dirt. So I chased him away, and I put the plant where he couldn't reach it. I took the bottle, I put it in a bin, a flip top bin, and I pushed it in the back of this little thing I have in the yard. Last night, I'm in and out of the house, and went in the backyard at one point, and he's got the bottle. It's a plastic bottle. He bit the top off, and he spilled it, and he's looking it up. So now I don't know what to do. I read the label, and I'm like, I don't think anything could happen, but I'm not going to take a chance. It's got mostly fish solubles, and then it's got some other sodium phosphate or something in it. And I was like, yeah. So you know what? I'm going to call the vet. So I called the vet, and I said, "Is this the stupid dog hotline?" And the girl was like, "Yeah." So I went through the whole explanation, and they put me on hold, and they said, "Well, this is what we suggest you do: is call this hotline, ASPCA." Poison hotline, and they can help you out. If you need to come in, then you can bring them in, but just call them first and see what they say. Very efficient. They pulled it up. I told them what it was. I told them what the name of it was. They pulled it up on their end, and they looked at it. They read the ingredients. They asked me to hold on. They gave me a list of things to do. He should be fine. He's a big dog. And the amount that he took The problem was is that when he bit the cap off, there was a piece of plastic that is missing. So now,
well, it's not missing.
We don't know where it is. We don't know. I don't know. I don't. So now they said, see if you can find it. Now, all these leaves in my backyard, it came down in my driveway. So now I'm fishing through all these leaves, trying to find this little piece of plastic. Anyway, I never found it. So they gave me some things to do, and $75 later, he's fine.
Is he? He must smell.
I have not smelled anything.
When he burps, he's gonna.
He did burp a couple times, which is really funny because he tends to like gobble his food, so sometimes he burps after he eats. But yeah, he burped a couple times, but he didn't. I don't think he drank that much of it. I overestimated, I think, because I kind of panicked. I'd rather tell them he.
You did not panic. I don't believe that you panicked.
I really was. I really was calm, but worried at the same time. So yeah, so this particular hotline, it wasn't free. You had to pay, but it's your dog. What are you going to do? I'm not going to say, they tell you ahead of time. I'm not going to say, no, I'm not going to pay and hang up the phone and take him to the vet and maybe pay $100.
But you're going to pay something there.
Right. So yeah, but they were very helpful. They, like I said, they researched it fully, and yeah. So that was my evening.
So Presley's okay.
He's fine. They said he might experience some weakness in his back legs, probably not, but it should resolve in 12 hours. He was jumping around like he was a 1-year-old puppy.
I'm sure he was.
So he's yeah. I literally told the girl on the phone that he's kind of like a garbage can. He eats.
Well, big dog.
He's a lab, so and
That's
labs
normal.
tend to eat anything that's around.
That tends to happen. I mean, humans do the same thing. We tend to eat things that are around.
Right.
I mean, we're not chewing up plastic.
Right.
Caps
Anyway,
and
so.
All right. Well, he's okay.
He's okay.
So I'm glad to hear that.
And he's here with us today, just in case. I don't want to leave him home.
Tina, you going on a delivery?
Yes.
Tina is got a delivery. What do you got? Pizza?
Oh.
Pizza, garlic knots, and zebras.
That is the trifecta.
Now, that is lunch. That is dinner.
That covers everything, doesn't it?
So Gennaro's is open.
The cheese, the garlic,
Tuesday
and
to
the
Friday.
zebras.
Yeah.
Covers everything.
Covers everything. And just don't be burping after eating those garlic knots. Oh, that stinks. But they're so good. But Gennaro's is open. Give us a call, takeout, delivery, or on your apps. Availability for delivery if you didn't want to call.
Yeah, and they've got a pretty
available.
extensive menu too. So if you're not feeling like pizza but you want something else, give them a call. Give them a call.
So we saw Michael come in. We didn't see Jimmy come in today, and we got noise.
There's activity.
So lane 23 is being reset. I don't know what's happening there, but it's nice to hear that sound. Full blast.
I'd rather hear the accompanying sound.
Yeah. Not just the pins getting knocked down the machine, but the pins going down.
I'd like to hear the ball going down the lane.
So the other day, today is Thursday, so Monday's show, we had Mike Flanagan from Inside Bowling on with with Shannon and Brian O'Keefe, professional bowler, and they talked about their new subscription service, Backstage Bowling. Had the opportunity to be sharing some other information, subscribed and on their Facebook page, and I have to say, my notifications have blown up in the last few nights of them being live or posting. If you're a bowler, you're looking for instruction, you're looking for an outlet, you're looking for information, check out Backstage Bowling. They talked about it on our show on Monday, so if you want to go back to Monday's show, if you missed it, you can listen to Shannon and Brian and Mike talk about what they're doing and what they're up to. But I have to say it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's great.
They were some live videos at this, like within an hour or 2 hours, there were like 3 different live videos. One coach was talking about X, then they were bowling, and so many different things, and for all different types of bowlers.
Right.
So go check out Backstage Bowling, but check out Monday's show for the information and how you can subscribe and a 7-day trial period. But it's been, I have to say, just checking it out has been pretty impressive.
Well, that's quite a team.
That's
right there.
yeah, it's pretty impressive. Naz, I got my Misfit package
Mine is coming today.
before I left home today, and I had to snap a picture.
Uh-oh.
So my Misfits, my fresh produce arrived. Check this out. So for those of you that don't know, if you've watched, we've talked about this before, but Misfits Market ships off fresh produce to your home. These are typically the way that they market the product is that these are the items that are ugly. They're misfits that may not make the supermarkets, but they're all organic and fresh, direct from the farm. And I have to say, this month.
Oh, you got some beets in there. I know you're going to be happy.
The beets have been incredible, but we've got some plums, tomatoes.
I do like the way that they package the fruit, the stone fruit now.
Yes, they weren't doing that in the beginning, and now they even the mushrooms. Look at the size of those mushroom caps. They're awesome.
Did you add those on?
I always add them on. The mushroom caps I always add on.
I was going to say, I've never gotten them in a regular
price
box.
And then what you get.
Yeah.
Usually there's 3 of them. It looks like there's only 2 based on the weight. There's baby bok choy, apples, cabbage, zucchini, scadol.
I got that last week.
And those beets. So, Misfits Market. And I added on some peppers. I was looking for some hot peppers. There was shishito peppers.
I saw that. I never read that.
I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to make. I don't know what's coming out of the kitchen this week, but that bok choy, the last time I'd gotten the bok choy was really good. I do. I like the baby bok choy. And that scadol, I don't know what I'm doing with that, but I'll be yours. I don't know, but that's our toner for the copy machine. Thanks, Ray. Ray's on a mission. Ray has delivered the mail today. He's delivering UPS. We'll see what else shows up here at Rabs. You never know. But they've been coming to the back, and so he's been.
Well, now that they know we're there every day, I used to tell them, listen, just knock on the back door. Don't bother you.
Fine with me. Although when I wasn't here, he was calling me. But when I was here, he wasn't calling me. So you never know between. I have to say, we're very
lucky. The mailman likes to come in now because he's got a new buddy.
Well,
They talk about
politics.
They talk about number 45.
And he just likes to talk. Pete likes to see people, and so it's been great for him to be able. He's so mad that we're not open. So every time we talk, it's like. But he just I think he, along with some others, when they make deliveries, are happy just to see people. Ray, the UPS driver, the same way. Scadol and sausage. Yeah, Dennis, I have some nice sausage that I had just put in the freezer that I might. That sounds like a good idea. I don't know. We got to use that quick. That's the only.
Yes.
If you don't use some of that really quick, it goes goes really fast. Because I don't know when they pick it.
Especially the leafy.
The leafy stuff,
Leafy stuff you got to use like immediately, or else.
But there really is nothing like getting fresh produce, or even if you're able to buy when you're buying fresh produce. The reason why I did this subscription service was more because it's forcing me to eat more fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. Plus, try new stuff.
Try different. Yeah. I would never in the supermarket grab the scadol and say I'm going to make this. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't grab. So I just because I'm not. So now that it comes to the house, it forces you to have it. Or it forces me to grab a piece of fruit.
But look at those beets that we've been getting. I've never seen them.
No, those beets have they've been awesome, and you can't really find them like that in the supermarket. You can find them at the markets. If you went to Girardi's, I know that he's had stuff, not beets, but the other. Which we do have access to great produce, but that's what I do like about getting the package, and it allows you to be creative. I looked at it and go, okay,
what are we doing today?
Tonight, tomorrow, and the Italian bread, sure, with the scadol and sausage, or focaccia. I might go buy some focaccia bread and heat it up, and you can use that.
That is delicious. That bread.
Really, I don't know. It's this. I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's just a sandwich.
Yeah, but
it's not just a sandwich. It's just done very well.
The bread is nice, and like you said, it's thin.
Yeah.
So it doesn't overpower.
And I love olives on my sandwich. From Royal Crown, one of my sandwiches, I get the fresh tuna with arugula, black olives, and mozzarella.
I didn't know you put black olives.
So good.
I didn't know that
So
was an
good.
option now.
Yeah, it gives it that like tart
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah.
And then because they're marinated, you get the garlic and so good.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Sounds delicious.
These are good on this sandwich too, because these are like marinated black olives too. Just different. And of course, then they're balsamic. There's no mayo on it. There's no mayo on it.
You don't need it because
No.
between the balsamic and then maybe throw a
Who would've
avocado
thought?
on there.
Who would have thought? Who would have it?
Nobody.
Tomorrow. So Naz, tomorrow's Friday, and we have a little bit of a different show tomorrow. Joe Cal is going to be back in the studio, and you stalked or invited a friend.
I didn't stalk him. All right, I watched him on the TikTok, and he is really funny. I mean, and I know a lot of people are fans of Sebastian Maniscalco, and he is an impersonator, and he impersonates, in particular, very well, Sebastian Maniscalco, Christopher Walken, and Tony Soprano in that character. And he's really funny. And I just, like on a whim, we were looking to add some kind of lightness to the show and some comedy. And I said, listen, I'm going to ask him. He's funny.
Oh, no, he's funny. So, Nikki Smiggs, Smariglio. And so for those that have no clue what we're talking about, this is him.
He even looks like Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah, I'm going to play this. Slight warning for the language.
Dunkin' Donuts this morning, true story. I'm paying for my coffee. Only one in the joint. I'm like, beautiful, no people. Eh? I'm about to get the receipt. Guy walks in. Cashier goes, what can I do for you, sir? Now, what you might have noticed at stores now is they got these like 198-inch fucking spit guard wouldn't do it justice. It's like a window. The register. Cashier says to the guy, what can I do for you, sir? This guy walked up to the glass, put his schnoz mask down on the glass, and proceeded to order. I'll take a plain bagel and a nice coffee, please. Guy, back up. You're fogging up the glass. Dunkin' Donuts this morning.
I'm sorry. And then he does this skit with the three of them, Christopher Walken and Sebastian Maniscalco and Tony Soprano, and it's really funny. There are some incredibly talented people
on the TikTok.
I have to say.
So Nikki is tomorrow's guest.
He's going to be on tomorrow.
Joe Cal. And I'm interested to see this dynamic.
Yeah, it should be very interesting.
He is funny, so if you check him out at Nikki Smiggs, and he'll be on the show tomorrow.
He's also on Instagram.
On the gram. And,
he's on the gram, right?
He is funny. So tomorrow we got Comedy Hour here on Livefromrabs.
Yeah. Joe Cal, I think, will enjoy it.
So what did he say to you when you asked him to come and join us?
So now this has been going on for a couple weeks now.
And he answered you.
I asked him
He answered you in the first place.
He answered me right away. And so he was like, yeah, but like things that happen. The world is a crazy place right now.
It is.
I watch these people that post these innocuous things on TikTok, and they grow and blow up to millions of followers, and even they can't believe it. So he's obviously spread across like wildfire, and he's really popular, and maybe he was busy, I don't know, but we went back and forth. He was like, yeah, I'd like to be on, and we kind of went back and forth about the timing and when, and so we finally came together and decided on a date. So he will be here tomorrow. But yeah, he was like, yeah. He didn't even ask what kind of show or what are you talking about. He was just, yeah.
He's got nothing else better to do.
He might not have anything else to do, but if you look on his TikTok, and I think it's on his Instagram also, Sebastian Maniscalco actually watches one of his clips and talks about like how good or bad he thinks he is, and like the little subtleties that he happens to catch that, which is pretty funny. Yes, and yes, we could use a good laugh. So I'm sure that he will be funny. And maybe we'll try to do Funny Fridays, and we'll try to continue that and try to.
Did you say we haven't told Joe Cal yet?
No, well, I just firmed this up last night.
I'm excited.
And I don't know if Joe was on the TikTok.
I'm sure his daughter's on the TikTok.
Yes.
After the show, we're gonna send Joe a video and tell him about his interview for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Nick Smirglio, who is from Chicago?
He's from Chicago, just like Mr. Maniscalco is. So yeah.
Join us tomorrow.
So they share that in common.
Today, some food, some random rants about medical care, traffic, power, life on Staten Island.
I will tell you.
And tomorrow, God knows. I mean,
this morning
we can give him a lot of content.
Well, that's maybe that's what he's here for. I must have heard Staten Island on the news about 4 times this morning in the span of an hour. Between the electricity, by the bridge where they're pulling over the cars.
Right.
I don't know what else was on there. There were 2 other things because I said, that's 4 times they talked about Staten Island.
Imagine that. And they're not talking about,
Right. There's nobody, it's not necessarily good stuff either. But
Mandy, we ordered from our friends at
Leo's Deli.
So I didn't want to burp it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Leo's Deli.
Leo's Deli. He's here on the North Shore. I had this really good, the Eddy Sandwich. This is what's left of it. The foil. The turkey.
And I'm having a salad.
And you're also having an Eddy Sandwich. So it's turkey, goat cheese, black olives, avocado, and lettuce. On focaccia. Did yours come on focaccia bread also?
Yes, it did.
See?
It is delicious.
Delicious. They had options. Wraps, heroes,
yes,
focaccia.
And next time maybe we'll do the breakfast. Because I've heard the
breakfast. I was going to order a breakfast sandwich. I could have went for a breakfast sandwich. But then I didn't. Like, if I drank a lot last night, I would have felt even better to have a breakfast sandwich now. But I was looking at the Elvis sandwich, the eggs, and the avocados, and I was like, yeah, no. But then the turkey did it for me today.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice lunchtime. A little change from the usual lunch. We've had very heavy lunches out.
Yes.
That I didn't eat dinner.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's it for the day. That'll
last week we had some great pizza over at Jay's on the Bay. That salad was good, huh?
It's delicious.
Look at you.
With the lovely goat cheese. And you know what? Sometimes I don't like goat cheese. Sometimes the consistency of it is.
I made roasted beets the other night.
This is perfect.
I made a salad, roasted them on the barbecue, threw them in the fridge, cool them off. Arugula, goat cheese, salt, pepper, olive oil.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect. It didn't need anything else.
No, doesn't.
They were nice ones. They were from the last Misfits package. But the candy striped beets.
Did you get them?
Not this batch. The last batch, candy striped beets. They were really good.
I didn't get those.
Yellow beets, red beets, or just beets.
Correct.
But I just roasted them for 45 minutes to an hour. The big ones need a little bit more time because of the insides. The little ones.
Yeah, those big ones are huge.
Huge. They're huge. They are delicious, and I'm looking forward to the few I just got today in today's package. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I found a recipe for a shaved beet salad, kind of like a beet carpaccio. Where you don't roast them, you shave them thin, and then you I think you cook them.
Oh, really? You do cook them anyway?
Yeah, I think they roasted them like just quick, just for a little, a little something. I think yes, they looked really good. I've seen them both. You just eat them raw, but you slice them really, really thin. But the big ones, it works out perfect. I don't like the love beets in the packages because a lot of times they're too soft.
Yeah, they are.
They're mushy.
They are.
And so, like, if even in salads, sometimes they just.
When I use those, I cube them.
Yeah. Naz, don't die. Did you have the poison? Did you drink the poison from the garden? Linda shot. I just showed my photo of this week's Misfits package. I haven't seen yours lately, but I'd love to know what you got in your Misfits. Naz, do you okay? Hands up in the sky. What's the trick? Look live, and she's not dying. But if she falls and she goes down, it's my responsibility because I just sat here and laughed at her.
Yes, it is.
Just had something. It happens. It happens. It happens. Thank God there are other people because they could have helped you too. We're all CPR trained.
Yeah, thank God. She came right to my rescue there.
Linda's telling us she works from home. It has its perks. She certainly misses us. We miss seeing you too. I do catch. Linda does her little essential oils.
Yes,
videos.
she does. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. The essential oils, you don't really know what you could do with them until you talk with somebody like Linda who knows. I mean, that's what she does these days. Interesting. I mean, we don't have it on. We haven't had it on lately. We don't care. And I didn't change my mood because I am not cranky today. I did get a nice hot shower today, unlike some of our friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I did get a nice hot shower because we did have power, so that was good. I'm going to say I am fabulous. I was excited. I don't know about you.
When your power is out and it comes back on, you definitely feel fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Last night started a new season of Big Brother. I don't know if any of you guys out there watch Big Brother on CBS. It's reality TV. It's it's definitely junk TV that I enjoy. I roped Anthony into it last season, especially because last season, Staten Island's Christy Murphy and Tommy Bracco were on the show. And he happens to know Christy and Tommy. And so it was fun to watch. So this year is this All-Stars season 22, which is pretty impressive. 22 seasons. We also watched Survivor. Although I didn't watch Survivor last season and Terry yelled at me.
Yeah, she loves to come in and have somebody talk to her.
Yeah, so Stephanie watches it too. But I have to say, the very, very interesting All-Star cast that they've brought back. They even dug deep back to, I think the earliest contestant goes back to season 6. And last night, one of the contestants, sadly, and I love him to death, Memphis, but I tweeted last night that he might need a walker after a week in the house. After a couple challenges, he's just beat him up last night. Fun to watch. So for those of you that care, Nazareth doesn't care.
Naz doesn't.
But if you want to share your Big Brother thoughts, I'd be happy to listen. It's on 3 times a week. That's a commitment to watch. So we watched Schitt's Creek last night because we're so little behind on it.
Still catching up.
We're getting there, and we finally got to the Rosebud Motel. We're a little deep into the changing of the motel and things happening there, and turned on the 2-hour special. It was done very well. New cast, excited. I'm now in a fantasy league where you got to pick your top players, and there's no prizes. It's just for fun. Just for bragging.
Wow. It's very advanced.
Yeah, it's fun. I used to do that with Survivor. CBS used to do a big one, but that was the days of the forums. We used to actually use forums.
Yeah, nobody does that anymore.
So you used to have to use the forums and to communicate. Now we just use Facebook groups to communicate.
Yeah.
But there's something about using those forums. Reddit's that way, but I'm not a fan of Reddit.
Yeah.
But Reddit is that old school forum.
Right. Old fashioned.
Yeah.
Old school.
The days of communicating on the internet. Hi, Ann. Have certainly changed from chat rooms, Naz.
I remember when I first used to go on your computer. Yeah, the America Online.
Welcome.
AOL,
You've got mail.
with the little guy. And
insert the disc. Download.
the first chat rooms really, I believe, were like on Prodigy,
Mm-hmm.
and it was strange.
So Optimum. Is Optimum online?
No,
Prodigy or Optimum?
it was Prodigy.
Prodigy.
That's what
Which then, and then became
platform that I used to use, but yeah, it's just it's amazing, and it hasn't been that long in time in history, and I tell you, stuff has changed.
I used to laugh. We used to get the free discs in the mail with the free
Oh,
minutes, and then you have to
right on.
uninstall the program and then reinstall the program, so you still got your free minutes, which was still a sham. Logging up the phone line, and then we finally had to put a second phone line in the house because all of us were using the internet of some kinds. How about using AIM, Instant Messenger, and I'm putting always being on, but never there.
Yeah.
Always had the away message on.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are the days.
It's just different today. So the difference today is that the instant messenger is now your texting,
right?
Is now your messenger,
or Facebook Messenger,
your
maybe.
DMs, whether you're Snapchatting or whatever it might be. You're just using it so differently. And chat rooms do exist. They just don't exist in the same form. So on Snapchat, you could create a group of people.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of scary.
See,
People
that's
you don't
something
know, you could do that with group
Snapchat.
texting. Like group texting is a chat room. I mean, that's what
Right,
it is. It's
right.
the,
Same thing.
What it was. The difference was there you would meet random people without photos.
Where in a
behind.
chat room, it would be anybody could just find the room with
whatever the
name
title
and
was,
just
Staten
join.
Islands,
right, and just join. Whereas now, Messenger is kind of like you're invited group of people. Yeah.
You could. There are plenty of websites and apps that you could still use random chat rooms, but it's most of them are video. Your video chats. Interesting.
Yeah.
How we've come such a long way. But I was just sit at my computer for hours at night just talking to people and talk about nothing.
Yeah. It was just the kind of the novelty of I'm actually talking to somebody. It's like on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Or like on the other side of the United States, and we're not on the phone. So it was
we're using the phone line, but we're not on the phone.
Right, exactly. We're not talking on the phone. Yeah, it was a different time. Different.
With the early cell phones, where you would try to connect everything, and it just
the big ones.
Simple.
I love watching some of the old shows, like Seinfeld. A lot of times has episodes
they had the cell phone.
The big cell phone.
Well, of course, they had to use the clock with the car phone.
Right, the big car phone.
Anyway,
those were the days.
Those are the days, even of the message machines. The answering machines. It was separate from the phone. Speaking of Seinfeld, believe it or not, George. Or Naz, how about when you didn't have MapQuest or the ability you had to use a map? To get play. I use a map all the time, but
to this day, I love maps. I could sit and look at a map.
When our friend Melissa McDaniel was here, and she stayed over for a few nights, we traveled, and we were sitting out with Anthony one night, and he was telling stories, and one story that he tells is when you and him went to Chicago for Brunswick schooling. We got the first new automatic scoring installation here. That was Frameworks, and you guys went to school and had a very interesting time.
You have no idea. Anthony is special.
Just don't forget, Naz.
Hey, listen, you live with him. And I'm not.
People are moving.
Kids are out of school.
Kids are out of school.
What's funny with him is that you think like he's not paying attention, and then all of a sudden. Somebody said, like, that was actually said to us. But he actually said that's why the hotel was full. Because the
hotel was full.
Because people were moving and the kids were out of school.
Could you imagine?
And, you know that if that looked at Anthony gets like,
what? So
and then he plays it right off. Oh. And then that was it. for the entire week.
Everything that you went through.
Every place we went, it was, I know, people have moved it. He still says it. How many years ago was that? That was a long time.
97?
Oh my
98?
God. It's 20-something years ago.
Wow. Crazy
I
times.
was like a teenager then.
You still are.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
hey, thanks for joining us
Yeah,
today.
we wasted an hour right there.
We did. We missed Pam today. Pam Sylvester will be back with us next week. Now my eyes are itching. All of a sudden.
This is a bad allergy time. All that wind kicking up, all that stuff. My eyes have been like that for a few days now.
So, before you know it, we'll be back seeing each other in the bowling
I
center.
hope so.
But until then,
I'm working on the Cuomo cutout. I'm working.
until then, you got us here Monday to Friday, 12 noon, live. And you really never know what's going to happen. But tomorrow, Joe Cal's back in the studio.
Yeah. And Nikki
our new
Smiggs.
friend Nikki Smiggs is going to join us. Comedy Fridays is here on Live from Rabs. And if anything, we definitely kept it real today, guys.
Oh, it was maybe a little too real.
A little too real.
Somebody's
and,
at the back door. Is that Jimmy?
Jimmy's
Is it 1
here.
o'clock? Oh, Jimmy's here already?
Your Jimmy? No,
Yeah.
Jimmy Kane is already here.
No, my Jimmy.
But the door's open. Why are you coming out to us?
Jimmy.
Maybe it's his first appointment. In the meantime, Pro Shop's open. Make your appointment. Call Jimmy. Call the shop. Go online. Make an appointment, and you can certainly get your equipment.
Yeah, he's got a
fixed.
couple of appointments available today. So if you think you're interested in stopping in, he maybe has a 3 o'clock appointment open. So, and if you're interested in some locker work, he can definitely fit that in too. So
No fitting. Just no fitting. You good? He's got an appointment today?
he has an appointment.
Okay.
He has availability at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Today is Nazareth's birthday, so he wants to try to scoot out a little early.
Yes, and once again, happy birthday to Naz. Linda Schott says happy birthday, Naz. And, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
Wash your hands, wear your mask, don't touch your face. Stay away from people.
Same rules. It never changed. Never changed from the beginning. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wear your mask. Simple.
Smash the like button.
Yep. And
Tell your friends and family.
Yep.
That little bell to remind you of this
When we're
happening
live.
when we're live. Episode 116 in the books. 117 tomorrow, Friday. Naz.
That was awesome.
See you then.
Yeah.